The lottery. A game about choosing a certain amount of numbers in a certain range and then comparing them to a series of randomly generated numbers that also uses the same range. The more you match, the more you win. An easy game to play, low entry fee to play, has insanely huge cash rewards and tends to be only played on certain days of the week, meaning you can't play away at it like you could do with a slot machine. Because of this premise, it's a game that attracts a lot of players to play and is pretty much played worldwide, with all lotteries having slight tweaks on their number ranges and prizes. Hey, this is Watchful and I'm here to talk with you about how lotteries work, and more interestingly enough, the chances of you winning one. For now, we'll focus on the UK lottery. It's £2 for one ticket, and all you have to do on this ticket is pick a total of 6 numbers that range between 1 and 59, and then compare them to another 6 numbers, which lets you have a chance to win these real cash prizes. In this example, we have matched 5 balls, so we would win £1,750. But in the UK lottery, there is also a 7th ball to be revealed, known as the bonus ball, and it's only useful to you if you match 5 numbers already, because if you manage to match 5 numbers but you miss having your 6th ball match, you can hope that when the bonus ball is revealed, it matches your unmatched ball, letting you get the 5 balls plus bonus ball prize. If you manage to match all your 6 balls without the bonus ball being one of them, then that means you've won the jackpot, and that prize ranges differently on every draw between £2 million and £20 million. Though if you win the jackpot and someone else wins the jackpot, meaning that both of you had the same numbers on the same draw, you both don't get the jackpot amount each. Instead, the one jackpot will be split evenly between you. The more people that win, the more it splits. This rule only applies to the jackpot and does not apply to the other prizes. So, would you like to play a test game of the lottery? If you do, try noting down 6 numbers between 1 and 59 and compare them to the ones I'm about to show you shortly on the screen. So pause the video now to do that if you'd like to play. Okay, so the draw will be revealed in 3, 2, 1. Did you win? Take the time now to compare to find out. It's hard to say whether it's better to win or lose when you're playing for pretend, but the main thing is you've now got a taste for playing the lottery, and with that, should you invest your time and money into playing the lottery for real? Well, this question might be better asked if we have more information on this game, like for example, what were and are your odds of winning? Well, here they are. So for matching up 2 balls, you have a 1 in 10 chance, 3 balls a 1 in 97, 4 balls 1 in 2180, 5 balls 1 in 144,415, 5 balls plus the bonus ball a 1 in 7,509,579, and all 6 balls a 1 in 45,057,474 chance. Fancy numbers, hey? It gives us a rough idea how achievable winning these prizes on the lottery are, but the higher the odds, the more difficult it is in our brains to work out how achievable it is for us to be able to win at those odds. Some statistics out there say it's more likely for you to become a movie star, an astronaut, become the president, be struck by lightning, give birth to quadruplets than winning the lottery. But these statistics, while being fun ones, aren't fair comparisons across everyone, and whilst it still helps get the message across that it will be extremely difficult to win on the lottery, it doesn't really compute in our minds how achievable it is to win on the lottery. So is there a way? Well, thankfully there is, and it's something that is relevant to everyone, and that is time. How long on average would it take us to win the lottery if we were to play it once every week? Now, I don't actually want to be recording the results every week, so I've instead created a UK lottery simulator that can play the UK lottery between 1 and 1000 times per second. Shall we take a look? So what you're looking at now is a simulation of the UK lottery, and you'll see here in the top left, this is how many tickets we are currently buying per second, which is currently 0. So let's start running it now at 1 ticket per second whilst I'll talk to you about the rest of the information you're seeing on the screen. Up here is our chosen numbers for the lottery draws, which will always stay the same throughout playing. In the top right is our lottery draw, randomly generating a new draw every time we play. To the left of the draw we have our statistics on not only how much time has gone by, but how much money we have spent on the game. And at the bottom left is how many times we have won on each set of balls, with to the right of that being the chances of us winning on each set and the prizes that come with winning each set. Being that the jackpot is usually always between 2 million and 20 million pounds, we'll have the jackpot sit at a nice rounded average of 10 million pounds. Okay then, let's bump the simulation to 10 tickets per second and see what happens. We are currently in a negative, but there are 3 prizes out there, being the prizes of 5 balls and up, that if we hit one of them once we'd be back in profit. Though with 4 years gone by now, we haven't even managed to win a 4 ball prize yet, but hopefully it'll just be a matter of time until we do, as a few of those prizes will even nudge us back into a profit. Though could playing more be the solution to our problem? Right, time to turn the simulation up to 100 tickets per second and see the difference it makes. We are now seeing more wins flying in on 2 balls and even more occasional 3 balls, but we are losing money at a faster rate, where not only are the 4 ball prizes not as good for us anymore, but even the 5 ball prizes aren't either. Though we have had our first 4 ball prize come in after 30 years of playing. If you look towards our chances of winning on 4 balls and think about how long it took us to get our first win on 4 balls, we can get a slight picture of how attainable the bigger prizes are. But don't worry though, as later I've got more clear ways of showcasing these chances of winning. Finally, we're pushing the simulation near to the max of its potential on this computer at 1000 tickets per second. I mean, that is essentially £2,000 flying out of our pockets per second, which is just slightly scary to think about, but some of those tickets are winners, so we are getting money back. But glancing over to our overall current balance, it doesn't really soothe things, does it? But surely by now we must be winning some of those higher end prizes by now, right? Like, we're literally playing the lottery 1000 times per second, we just have to be unlucky. Well, the thing is no, this is a standard average run of playing the lottery, and as you can see it takes multiple lifetimes to even get up to the stage we're at now, and we'll learn more about why this is the case. So for now, let us take a break from the simulation. It's fun though, isn't it? Watching all that virtual time and money go by to get them results, but from what we've seen, that was just one simulation run, giving us one set of results. Wouldn't it be nice to know the average amount of time and money the simulation would use every time we would start it up, to get a better understanding of how investable the lottery is? Well, with some simple maths and conversions we can do that. So let's break it down and first look at how much we'd have to invest on average to claim each prize just once. And we'll look at this as if we were still playing the lottery once a week. So on 2 balls the prize is £2, and since we have to spend £2 to play, we can't actually profit off this prize, we can only get refunded back our ticket money. But still, if we were to play once a week, it would take us on average 10 weeks costing £20 to receive our £2 back. On to 3 balls, we now have a prize of £30, which is more than we put in. So if we have a 1 in 97 chance of winning it, we would have to average 97 plays, meaning if we were playing the lottery once a week, that would take us about 1 year and 10 months, costing around £194 to play all them games to win that £30. Moving on, do we want to know how much 2,180 plays would take us to achieve £140? Of course we do. So to get a win on 4 balls, it would take us about 41 years and 10 months, averaging a spend of £4,360 to obtain that £140. If you're enjoying this so far, you'll love this next one. So on 5 balls, the prize is £1,750. Want to know first how much you would have to spend to get that prize? About £288,830. £288,830 to win £1,750. And that's half the fun. The other half of the fun is spending 2,769 years and 7 months on average to have that money in your account, minus the money we've already spent, of course. You might have guessed that we're not at the end yet. So now on 5 balls plus the bonus ball, the prize money is £1 million, and it will take you, keep in mind it took 2,769 years to win the previous prize, about 144,019 years and 4 months to win £1 million. And how much did we have to spend? About £15,019,158. Now finally, we have the jackpot. The one that everyone dreams of, and up to now it can only be the one to hopefully make playing the lottery seem worthwhile. So how long on average would it take someone to win the jackpot? Well, if you were playing once a week, it would take you an average of 864,115 years and 11 months. Meaning if you were to play from the day you were born and live up to an unrealistic age of 1,000 years old, it would still take you 864 lifetimes to get you a jackpot between £2 million and £20 million, which by then would have cost you around £90,114,948 to achieve. Quite a bit to take in, eh? But here's another perspective on how long it would take to win the lottery. So everyone who plays almost always focuses purely on winning that jackpot prize money, which makes sense, right? As everyone wants to win the most amount of money. But when going for this, most people won't consider the law of averages, in that they will almost always have to win so many times on previous tiers to get the one win on the tier above. For example, if I had a 100-sided dice and I wanted the number 4 to come out, it would take an average of 100 rolls for a number 4 to be rolled. Now let's say I do the same again, but at the same time I roll a 10-sided dice alongside it. With the 100-sided dice, by the time I rolled 1 4, I would have averaged about 10 4s already on the 10-sided dice. This in terms of the lottery means if we wanted to win the jackpot, then we'd have to expect in our lifetime to win on average 4,505,747 times on 2 balls, 464,510 times on 3 balls, 20,669 times on 4 balls, 312 times on 5 balls, 6 times on 5 balls plus the bonus ball, all to achieve 1 win on 6 balls. On average anyway. Now that is also a lot of prize money we have won, because not only have we won the jackpot, but we have got all of our prize money from winning on all the other tiers. So again, to win that jackpot, we'd have to have gone out of our way to earn on average £9,011,494 on 2 balls, £13,935,300 on free balls, £2,893,660 on 4 balls, £546,000 on 5 balls, and £6 million on 5 balls plus the bonus ball, giving us a subtotal of £32,386,454 won just from them tiers alone, and then we add the jackpot amount on top of that, making it a winnings total of between £34,386,454 and £52,386,454. And that's presuming as well that no one else wins with us. It's a nice looking sum of money to have, though a bit strange that we'd have to average making £32,386,454 first, being more than the jackpot itself, to be able to win the jackpot. But let's also remember that before it would cost us about £90,114,948 to achieve a jackpot win. Well, we'll need to deduct that now from our prize money, and that leaves us with a final total between about a minus £37,728,494 and a minus £55,728,494 loss for when we finally achieve that jackpot. Which means for the money we put in, we got about half of it back, meaning that for every £2 we used to play, we'd receive about £1 back. Now let's again watch the lottery simulator to help us absorb this new knowledge. So we'll run this at 1000 tickets per second as I talk to you about the new information you're seeing in the simulation now. First, look at how we need to spend about £90,114,948 to get a jackpot win and keep comparing that to the money spent value. Also, let's think about how the 864,115 years and 11 months, being rounded to 8,641 centuries, would take us to achieve a jackpot win, and keep comparing that to how many centuries have passed by already. Look towards now that we have a 45,057,474 chance of winning the jackpot. That's about how many weeks need to go by to win the lottery. It also so happens to be around the number of tickets we need to buy as well to win. And lastly, near the bottom left, we can see the average amount of times we need to win on each tier to win the jackpot. So this all should give you a better sense of how long it would take someone to win the lottery. It is a lot to take in. So to keep things interesting, I'll leave it running on my fancy projector behind me as we talk about the next subject, being is there any strategies to improve our chances at winning the lottery? Well, funnily enough, yes, there actually is one, and that is instead of buying one ticket a week for 10 weeks, we could instead buy 10 tickets with all varying numbers on them, all for 1 week on one lottery draw. This gives us instead not a 1 in 45,057,474 chance, but now a 10 in 45,057,474 chance. But this does come with a drawback of only being able to hit the jackpot once, whilst if we spread the 10 tickets over 10 weeks, we technically have a chance to hit the jackpot 10 times. Though each time would only be a 1 in 45,057,474 chance. So it's hard to say which one is better than the other, but if we're asking if there is any profitable strategies, then no, there is not. Has what I talked about applied to other lotteries around the world? Yes, though every lottery will vary their rules and prizes, letting some lotteries have better odds and prizes than others, the outcome will always be the same, in that they are not designed to profit the players, only the companies that make them and the absolutely extreme lucky few. But now if I were to ask you a question from before, being that should you invest your time and money into playing the lottery for real, Would you do it? Well, for me, my final thoughts are that, okay, it's not that much money to play the lottery from time to time, or even every week, but do I really want my thoughts and hopes all lingering on this next to impossible to obtain cash in my lifetime, through the moments of my daily life, kinda just waiting for them to go by, all just to keep reaching that day where I'm going to be more than likely get disappointed by it all? I wouldn't want that in my mind. So why would I pay or keep paying £2 for it? Instead, it seems so much more relaxing to allow myself to save up that money or otherwise spend those £2 to help enjoy the simpler moments in life. So now it's time to say goodbye. But before we part, I would like to share with you one more average statistic for you to think about. And that's if we were to start up a new simulation and leave it playing the lottery at 1,000 tickets per second, how long on average would it take for it to achieve a jackpot win? The answer is 12 hours and 30 minutes. Take care.